Hello, and welcome back to Pokémon Legends Z-A, where today we have got one more side mission to do, and then a bunch of Z-A Royale stuff. Also, look who that is. Look who that is. That's a shiny Alpha Froakie right there. And I'm gonna catch it. Hey there, Outlander. Also, I got rid of most of my Pokeballs. Specifically the ones that sell for money and that I would never use. So I've kept Pokeballs, Premier Balls, and Lux Balls, and also these three, which can't be sold for money. Oh yeah, now I have a shiny Alpha Froakie. And I'm in the wrong box. Put him in there with the other shinies. As you can see, I've been in Lysander Labs a bit. Also, this is an alpha. And this is an alpha. So I now have 4 shiny alphas. That's nice. Trying so very hard to get a shiny alpha Metagross. Because that one is shiny huntable with just a turbo controller at the moment. But the reason it's shiny huntable with a turbo controller is because of a bug. And thus, I want to get it before said bug gets patched out. Because yeah, in order to make it work, you take this teleporter repeatedly. It teleports you here, which is not close enough to spawn in Beldums. It's not within 50 meters. But you can make it be close enough through the power of a bug. You come here. Oh, hey, look, there's an alpha. I already have all the alpha Beldums I need. Yeah, you come here when they are spawned in. If you warp here, it messes with the game somehow and makes it so that their spawn distance is now the same as their despawn distance, which then allows you to repeatedly use this to repeatedly respawn them. Something shined. But yeah, you can use that to repeatedly respawn them, and thus you can get shiny Beldums with a turbo controller. Gonna have to go see what shined over there. But yeah. So it would be over here-ish. Do you get to that from... How do you get there? I don't remember which warp goes there, but it's probably a warp that goes there. But here's an idea. I can go here, because maybe it's not a warp to that specific spot, it's a warp to somewhere within 50 meters of it. You can take a look at these fellas. Okay, whatever it is, it's an Alpha Noivern, okay. Alright, we need to get rid of this Houndoom before it causes problems. Okay, and now I need to get rid of this thing before it causes problems. Just gotta make sure that I don't get KO'd, because that might lose us the shiny. Okay. Hooray, another shiny alpha. Get this fella into my shiny box, which is nearly full now. And it seems that was indeed what we were hearing from the teleporter. Nice. Considering I usually play without headphones, that probably spawned in during my last turbo controller use. But then again, we didn't hear it when I got on the teleporter and used it to get over here for the first time. We heard it when I got back, so that might have been a fresh spawn. I'm not complaining. I do not mind having a shiny alpha Noivern. But on the subject of having alphas, not shiny this time, I got this alpha. It probably needs levels in order to not suck for the mission that we need it for, considering it's a post-game mission. Let's get it some decent moves. It's a special attacker, that's for sure. So, Freeze Dry might be good. Depends if we have to deal with any water types. Ice Beam over Mist. And Earth Power over Rock Blast. And, ooh, but Psychic is good. Maybe we don't need Freeze Dry, because, yeah, we've got Thunderbolt for water types. What am I even thinking? And, ooh, but Flash Cannon's nice, too. Flash Cannon and Earth Power get similar coverage, but Earth Power covers fire types, which are actually a bit of a threat to Auroras, so probably better to keep Earth Power. Okay. Now let's go prove the wrong kid right that Auroras can be okay, even though Tyrantrum is the much better option.
Oh, you brought an Auroras. Thank you so much. Are you ready to battle?
Yeah, is this kid effectively rank A, or is he actually a kid?
Please don't go easy on him. You need to go all out if you want to prove Auroras' strength. I don't care what kind of trainer you are or how strong Auroras is. My Pokemon is stronger.
Wait, you want another Tyrantrum when you already have one? Okay, in that case, the girl is right. You don't need two Tyrantrums. Okay, if that Earthquake... we don't need to worry about having lost. It's fine. If that Earthquake... or if the Ice Beam had frozen it, we would have won. But without a freeze, there's no way we're winning with this level gap. And I don't exactly want to count on a freeze because they're not the most likely. But with a level gap of 4 instead of a level gap of 17, this should at least be closer. Or we could have just won this time anyway because we got the freeze. Whoa, your Auroras is really strong for an Auroras. You know that? I got the freeze.
That was amazing. I knew Aurorus was a powerful Pokemon.
It's not as powerful as Tyrantrum. Just because a Pokemon beats another Pokemon in one battle doesn't mean it's more powerful. But yeah, you kids already have a Tyrantrum. You don't need another.
See, I told you we should get a Sail Fossil. That didn't prove anything about Aurorus. It just showed this trainer is really strong, that's all. Maybe, but still. So next time, Naga, you should battle me with an Aurorus of your own. How else are we really going to prove how strong Aurorus is? So does that mean? Yeah, it means I'll get you that Sail Fossil, but make sure you raise Amora properly. Thank you so much for battling my brother. I promise I'll raise the strongest Aurorus in the world.
Well, at least we got some of our XP candy back, in a form. Used 11 larges and got 3 rares back. Okay. Is that it for... That is it for side missions. I feel like there should be more. Because, like... What kind of number is 118? Now Aurorus gets to go in the box it belongs in. My Alpha Dex is very near to completion. I need to get another Amora. I need to get an Aerodactyl. I need a female Bulbasaur. I need another Charmander. Still need 2 more female Gibbles, or rather 2 female Gibbles to begin with. My female Garchomp came from Centrico, or Wild Zone 20. I need a female Eevee. And that's it. Yeah, Outlander, I would like Aurorus better if its defenses worked better with its crippling weaknesses. Because, as nice as Aurorus looks, its moves don't really support its stats that well, like its move pool. And yeah, it's got a ton of glaring weaknesses that it doesn't have the bulk to really make up for. Ah, yes, I see you have a challenger's ticket. Would you like to take part in a reward match? Then let's see who your opponent will be. Oh, hi, Lita. All right, let me call your opponent to the battle court, and then you two may begin at once.
Get ready to check out Mega Starmie's dance moves.
Yeah, Outlander, about using Aurorus to shoot ice beams in this game, it's not gonna hit very many things. The higher up a beam type move comes from on a Pokemon in this game, the bigger the umbrella of safety there is under it. So if you start trying to fire off ice beams with an Aurorus, which, being a sauropod and having a big long neck, yeah, that's coming from really high up. There's just gonna be a whole radius where you cannot hit a single thing around you. Lita's kind of lucky that we're doing this in the rain, but I'm still gonna win.
Come on, Starmie, let's show him how we get on the good foot.
Did they make Mega Starmie like this specifically so that it could be a dancer on Lita's team? Is that why they did this?
I know I lost, but I gave you a good fight, huh, Garnet? Guess I'm pretty great.
Did you give me a good fight, though?
Congratulations, you've now claimed victory in 3 reward matches. Here's your reward. Come back and try your hand at another reward match when you get another Challenger's ticket.
All right. So, that's what today is all about. We're going to do as many reward matches as I can get in during the time I have to stream. Which means I need to make it nighttime. Which means I need a bench. I have found a bench. Not a huge fan of that battle zone they just showed. Let's see if there are other good ones, because there's 3 every night now. This one should be okay. I like the ones that have less rooftop area. Whereas this, like, yeah, sure, there's going to be some trainers on the bottom, but half the trainers are going to be up on the roofs. And over here, it looks like half or more are going to be up on the roofs. Whereas over here, less than half is rooftop. Also, we've got convenient elevators to get up to the rooftops that are here. Alright, we need a sneaky start. I mean, we haven't lost much health, but I'll take a free heal. And knock out opponents with fire types. That means we are about to get progress on 2 cards at once. Cool, thanks, tree. And more sneaky starts. Don't mind me, sir. Just a guy shadowballing your Starmie. Whoop. Whoop. I like that I get to actually do Z-A Royale stuff for benefit other than money right now. I haven't been able to get tickets off stream since I got the first one. And it feels bad doing it only for money and also for trainer battles because I need to do 1,000 total of them. I'm over 300. But, yeah, it could be more efficient. And thus I haven't really done a whole lot because, yeah, efficiency. There's a Pokemon up there that's making noise. Speaking of Carbos, people have figured out what the math behind speed in this game is. And apparently, if you are running the game at 60 FPS, which anyone playing on Switch 2 is, then speed stat minus 25 times 1.8 is the number of frames that you save on your cooldowns, down to a minimum cooldown of 3 seconds. Super effective damage with plus moves, huh? I spy a chance to get all 3 of these with a sneaky plus crunch. Yeah, Outlander, it was kind of the style at the time to have the game's achievement type things be astronomical numbers back then. I cut my chops on Turok Rage Wars, so I know a thing or two about games asking for somewhat unreasonable numbers of things for achievements. And the best part is, my copy of Turok Rage Wars was the cart revision that had a bug that prevented one of the achievements from actually unlocking ever. And I only learned like 5 years after they stopped doing it that they had an offer where you could send in your cart for a cart revision that had that fixed. And thus, I just had to live with it. An achievement I could never get. Yeah, Outlander Turok Rage Wars is basically, what if we took Turok, but made it a first-person shooter PvP specific thing instead of a single player story. But the interesting part of it was you could play as basically any of the creatures from the game. Except for one that only unlocked if you got this one achievement that I couldn't possibly get. Actually, using plus moves, we'll do that over poison opponents. Whoop. Who's looking at me? That guy. Okay, well, I need to land super effective ground moves. So let's do one. I spy another super effective ground move. And looks like we get to use our third super effective ground move. This Tyranitar really thought it could rock blast through a hedge. I will take some prize medals. Water type sneaky starts and super effective dark. Sounds like they really want me using my Feraligatr. Who I need to get... wait, no, that was an ice move. Brain saw Dragonite and used ice move, even though ice move doesn't help me with my tasks. Yeah, I really need to train up an alpha Feraligatr so that I can have largeness on my side. People have actually done some testing with large and small Pokemon. And it turns out that while largeness certainly can be a detriment, it isn't as debilitating as it can seem. It is a huge issue if you are using a Pokemon that uses primarily beam type moves, because then you're creating an umbrella of safety, and you do not want an umbrella of safety. But if you are not using... Dang it, I keep pressing the wrong type of move to do my sneaky starts. If you're not using an umbrella of safety, or not creating an umbrella of safety, not using beam moves, then largeness can actually be pretty decent. If you're using a melee Pokemon, largeness is arguably more helpful. So pretty much if you're using a Pokemon that attacks at range, go with not large. If you're using a Pokemon that attacks in melee, large is probably more to your benefit than to your detriment, because if you're in close, things are going to hit you regardless of whether or not you're big, unless you're trying to take advantage of the umbrella of safety. And if you're far away, largeness is more likely to make you miss. Please find your way there, Feraligatr, please. Cool, you hit me with Liquidation. What a good Pokemon you are. There you go, now you found your way. Shame we can't have that be a plus move. need to do super effective dark moves. Oh well. I guess the super effective dark moves at this point is only for getting coins. A guy upon whom to sneak. Alright, we got our ticket. That's good. Now to use the rest of the night to get cash. Landing hits with normal type moves is not something I'm going to be doing. Let's get a water type sneaky start on this thing. California, you can absolutely use your biggins in the main game in their proper glory. But also, if you're using a physical attacker, then chances are you can stand to use a biggin even in the multiplayer. This lady didn't hear a Metagross tromping up behind her. I can get 3 more wins, and that'll get me a good chunk more cash. Dang it. The earth power was almost out. Apparently wouldn't have gotten a KO right away. Also, I was a fool and I walked backwards instead of walking forwards into the tiny little bush here, which would have at least partially hidden me. Stop being on fire. I don't have dragon moves on me right now to start battles with, so let's replace that. One more win. And it's waiting for us right here. Okay, it's fine that we didn't get a sneaky start. Nothing we've got needs a sneaky start. Ideally, we can find ourselves a, Dark Week thing, but something tells me she's only gonna have fighting types. Yeah, that right there is about as far from Dark Week as you can get. At least I will be able to get the land a bunch of water type for this one. And that qualifies us for a higher multiplier because, hooray, 20 wins. And is there anyone down here that we can battle in time? Nope. Hooray, money. This will help me get alpha fossils. Alright, time for another reward match. Though maybe a heal first. Tarragon, huh? Why does his photo have his secret revealed?
You might have beaten my finest scaffolding course, but let's see if your battling skills are up to snuff.
I mean, I've beaten you in battle before too, sir. Swords dancing in front of something that is super effective against you when you're using a Pokemon with as low stats as Diggersby has.
Come on, Excadrill, time to show this kid what your drill can do.
So this is our fourth reward match. My understanding is that I need to do 15 for one thing to happen and 20 for another. So we definitely have quite a few of these to do today. I don't know that I'm even going to get to 15 in the time that I have.
All right, you got me. I lost. Tell you what, I'll fix up your hotel free of charge.
Our hotel needs fixing up? It looks the same as always to me. Actually, let's go to this Pokemon Center. Actually, do I even need to? No, I don't. But, tell you what. I'm gonna go here. Which is where I got my shiny Alpha Clefairy. Because I was looking for Alpha Eevees here. And I know that I should be sitting on a bench and making time pass faster, but... sometimes... the body wants to find an Alpha Eevee. Where is the Eevee? Usually they're easier to find than this. Oh, there it is. Only ever one Eevee in here at a time. And apparently this is the only place where you can find Alpha Eevees. I have tried resetting spawns for an Alpha Eevee so many times out in the city. And apparently Eevees just can't be Alpha outside of Wild Zone 19. At least experientially, that's how it feels. So yeah, just repeatedly go to Wild Zone 19, lay eyes on the Eevee. If it is Alpha, then it's Alpha. If it is not Alpha, well then you gotta reload Wild Zone 19 because there can only be one Eevee at a time here. But on the plus side, Eevees show up here both day and night. I think I heard it off to the right. Yep, there it is. Thankfully, the alpha rates for Pokemon in this game are way better than they were in Legends Arceus. Most Pokemon, the alpha rate is between 5% and 20%. Though, even that can sometimes be a thing. And it's most, not all. There are some that are still 1%. And there's also something that I have noticed during my travels in various wild areas. Sometimes, look on the minimap. Sometimes the text on wild areas, the number, gets its font size changed, gets its kerning changed, gets its alignment changed. The 2-digit ones sometimes get smushed together. The single-digit ones, sometimes the number ends up like way on the right side of the pentagon. Like, this is how it's supposed to look right here. And then on the minimap, it's not that. They squished the numbers together. Okay, where is the Eevee? Eevee is almost always between grapevines. There it is. And now the wild zone area number is back to normal. Yeah, sometimes getting in combat, sometimes warping, sometimes some combination of the two. A variety of things I have seen mess with the number. I heard the Eevee over to the right. Ah, I see it. Not big. Sometimes you get really lucky and you can see the Eevee's legs through those vines right there. Right at the start. Makes it real easy. You don't have to even get close enough to have this first Kangaskhan aggro on you. I definitely prefer when I get lucky. Though what I prefer even more is getting lucky and having the Eevee be alpha. Of course, now I need to get especially lucky and have it be a female alpha. Otherwise, it doesn't get to go in my alpha decks. Because I've already got all the alpha evolutions. As well as an alpha male Eevee, and that one, I spotted it. It was not big. So yeah, I need the 1 in 8 of it being female on top of the probably 5% of it being alpha, if not less. Probably. I can't imagine it being a 1% alpha. I've gotten too many too easily. There's an alpha. But is it male? It is male. And therefore, this is not the alpha that I need. I'm not going to say no to it, but... Wish this could have been the one I needed. No, Eevee, you are going to stay in the ball. You don't have a choice in this. It's just a matter of how long it takes. And then I'll sit on a bench and we'll go do more Z-A Royale stuff like I should be doing instead of wasting my time catching an Eevee that I don't need. It is so much easier to fill an alpha dex in this game than it was in Legends Arceus. Because, I mean, like, yeah, I'm female Eevee, female Eevee, female Gibbles, and, what, like, 3 starters and some fossils away from having a complete alpha dex here. I only have to find... like 6 more Pokemon in the wild in order to complete my alpha dex. Which, yeah, that's not many. Whereas in Legends Arceus, I've still got like 20 plus, and that's if I don't count all the unknown forms. Turns out, being able to respawn a Pokemon repeatedly and quickly by just going far away and then going closer means you can cycle spawns a lot more quickly than Legends Arceus, where once you load into an area, every Pokemon that's in it is spawned, and there is no despawning or respawning without catching them and waiting like a full day-night cycle. Ice-type sneaky starts, and looks like I'm gonna have to get one of those right away. Because between this lady and that Alakazam, I don't have that much ability to go get other cards. Land hits with a Mega Evolved Pokemon. Where were all the Hex Maniacs last night when I had do super effective dark moves? right. I'm still supposed to do ice type sneaky starts. Is Metagross the best Mega Evo against Sableye? No. Does it matter? No. Also, it occurs to me that since just a standard battle gets us 2,500 points, I guess it doesn't really matter all that much whether we ever pick up any cards, because we're gonna get all the points as long as we get 20 KOs. And I'm certainly going to be trying to get 20 wins in every given night, because higher multiplier that way. So really all the cards get us is money if I get the 20 wins each night. Not that money is bad. But at a 2.5 multiplier for medals to money ratio, it's actually not all that much money that we get from the cards. Like, I'd imagine it only results in something like 50k tops over the course of a night. Most nights, probably not even that. Dang it. I was hoping I could get the card and sneak away. An Ice Punch sneaky start on this Alakazam should result in a KO. There we go. Burn opposing Pokemon. That's not something that I can just choose to do without changing a move to Will-O-Wisp. And normal type sneaky starts is just not going to happen. I'm amazed I got that sneaky start. Actually, burning opposing Pokemon is going to be really rough, because in order to do it, I need to use Flamethrower and have it not KO instantly. Also, I need to not be fighting a fire type. Yeah, there are very few things that can be burned that do not get instantly KO'd by the flamethrowers I have on my team. And that's my fairy type sneaky starts done. Well, this didn't get KO'd, but we didn't get the burn. Now for some steel type sneaky starts. And super effective bug type moves. I don't think I have any bug type moves. I would have Signal Beam if that was in the game, but they removed it. I don't know why they removed Signal Beam of all things. There's like no bug type moves in this game. I would care for some prize medals. Yeah, as far as bug type moves I know are in this game and that do damage, we've got like X Scissor, Pin Missile, Leech Life. And that's Lunge. And that's basically it. They really shouldn't have taken out Signal Beam. I don't know if there is a special type bug move. Special bug move, not special type. Maybe there's Bug Buzz. But not having Signal Beam is sad, and I don't like it. Thanks, Light Post. Just really hoping for the burn there. Well, the KO isn't going to burn. A Steel-type sneaky start on a Charizard is perhaps not the best. And yet, it was good enough. Wow, we only get 30 coins for burning something? I guess I should really just not even bother. My time is better spent just KOing things fast. hey, I'm getting 20 KOs a night. That means at this rate, in less than 50 nights, I will be done getting 1,000 trainer battles. Heck, less than 35 nights from right now. That big dog. It's not a shiny big dog though, so I don't need it. Yeah, bring that Machamp closer. Califor, I don't know that there are special bug mons in this game, but that doesn't mean that special bug moves aren't good to have for balance purposes. Like, yeah, shouldn't Ampharos get Signal Beam? I think Ampharos gets Signal Beam. All I know is that I don't have a single Pokemon in this game who has Signal Beam, and therefore I assume Signal Beam is not in the game. Gotta get one more win for my increased multiplier. I spy a win waiting to happen. Metagross, I told you to Ironhead. Why didn't you go into Ironhead? I mean, sure, I would have been spot anyway, but you weren't even trying. What are you doing? Get over there. Ironhead it. 400 coins for 3 hits with Mega Evolve Pokemon. We can absolutely do that. Because we're still only at dawn is approaching, not it's almost daytime or whatever. Be landing 5 hits with bug type moves, I can tell you that much. Max potions aren't the worst. Okay, no sneaky start on this guy, but that's fine. My Metagross is somewhere where it's perfectly safe. I mean, if it was over here, it might have been able to get that hit off before the Mystical Fire, but... C'est la vie or whatever. Plus moves. I don't know that I'll be able to do that in time because my Mega Juiceometer is fairly low. And I don't even have Plus Earthquake. Considering that we needed to get 10 wins to go from our last multiplier to the current one, I don't think getting 25 wins will increase our multiplier any more than 20 did. Maybe 30. But I'm not going to get to 30 in time. Not only is Metagross the cutest Pokemon that ever lived, it also is clearly one of the stealthiest. Actually, we might be able to get this plus moves one, considering that all moves used by Mega Evolved Pokemon are plus moves. Hooray, another 200 coins. This will probably end up being our last battle of the night. We might be able to get one more. If I can get one more, that might see us to a new multiplier. Hey, there's a new battle. And time does not pass in battles with trainer Pokemon. It does pass with wild Pokemon. But we are getting a 30th battle in tonight. So we'll see if we end up with a ×3 multiplier instead of 2.5. Hey, it is ×3. Nice. It's a nice payout. And now for another reward match. In before it's Naveen. Oh, no, it's not. It's the X kid. Even though we haven't rebattled the Y lady yet. And I bet he's still gonna have his same X kid Pokemon, just like the Z guy did. You again? Shocking, considering what a rank X vibe you had back when we first met. Okay, no, his Pokemon have improved. So he is better than Les Eternel. Oh yeah, he's got like actual Pokemon. I'm sorry, but did I come here with my Metagross already harmed, or did the was that spikes or was that toxic spikes? I don't know. If it was just spikes, then I guess it makes sense that it did damage. They're not purple, so yeah, probably just spikes. Future Sight would be a lot more interesting in this game if it didn't show the radius that it would activate in. Yeah, toxic spikes are purple. The fact that Future Sight shows the area that it's going to hit later makes it so easy to avoid. Being pressed into a corner is what pushes me to get serious. Don't I sound cool when I say that? So when you get serious, you send out a dog? Even when I tried to get good in the Z-A Royale, I still never stood out in class. Can't catch a break. Okay. I do not need to heal, but I do need a bench, and there's a bench outside every Pokemon Center. Not a fan of that battle zone. Let's see if we've got a better one. Looks like this is our best one. It's got some decent ground areas for us. Even if it does have a little bit more rooftop than I would like. I would like to get that card, but I don't know that I can without... Oh. Where was this card? Okay, sneaky starts. Looks like I can get this one. And we got one for super effective dark type moves, but there actually is a Hex Maniac here. So it won't be as impossible to get. Calvar, maybe they got rid of Signal Beam a lot earlier than this game then. Still, Signal Beam was a good move that they should bring back. Because it was a special bug-type move that a lot more Pokemon got access to. Having access to various types of coverage is always nice. Sneaky starts, you say? Don't turn around, don't turn around. Turned around. Super effective dark, super effective fighting, and sneaky starts. Two of those are quite a bit at odds with one another. But we can get points for two of our cards right now. Why is super effective fighting worth so much more than super effective dark? More things are weak to fighting than dark. I'm not bothered to find all this. Exactly why I don't like having so many rooftops. It takes so long to get up to them, and then when you do, sometimes there's only like one trainer. There's two here, but still. Land hits with electric, I am more likely to be able to get than super effective dark, but then again, it's worth less. Oh, there's 3 trainers. We just need a sneaky start. Not every night you get to beat up a Team Flare member. And boy, do they deserve it. No, I don't want a Cafe Nouveau specialty. If I had my druthers, I would never get anything from Cafe Nouveau ever again, but something tells me the game's gonna force me to drink some of their coffee again at some point. Just occurred to me that I could have done a super effective fighting move on the Houndoom earlier. You can't even get to that part of the roof from here. We can only do neutrally effective fighting on this Delibird. And what manner of vitamin are you going to give me? Rare candy. Okay, that's better than vitamins sometimes. Okay, we can swap dark moves for land hits with Mega Evo. Except wait. Well, that's all my super effective fighting done. I hear an alpha Pokemon. I am the definition of stealth. I suppose it doesn't really matter that I heard an alpha Pokemon, considering that the only... Who saw me? Oh, you saw me. How funny would it be if I could target and KO that Arbok from over here? But yeah, the alpha Pokemon. Can I get on the roof? Nope. The alpha Pokemon, if it's a shiny, it's still going to be there. And if it's not a shiny, then I don't need it because it's not going to be an Eevee or one of the starters. And apparently that Rust Syndicate trainer is just no longer here. They despawned completely because they spotted me while I was between roofs. I almost managed to get into the bush. I was hoping I could get behind the bench. And now he's gonna have a Dragonite, because it's the same kid we fought before. I've noticed that there are only so many different trainers they put in the Z-A Royale. Yes, I know we're almost done with this one and we're gonna get it for free, but new one's worth twice as much and is going to be completed just as fast. Because, you see, I'm going to use Ironhead on this Gardevoir. Sometimes an Ironhead is all you need to get a bonus. And our fighting type moves one now is knock out opponents with fighting moves. Don't gotta be super effective. And sneak up with fighting moves. Okay. Pokemon Center Lady, I need you to turn around. For me. That's one sneak, one knockout. Kind of hoping the Slowking would just barely survive that crunch, but oh well. Dawn approaching already. We're not doing as well this night as we did the previous one, but then again, this isn't so compact a battle area. I spy a good case for sneak up and KO with fighting moves. Yes, please, bring your Kangaskhan this way. Well, that's not gonna be easy to KO with a fighting move. we want to get another from up on this rooftop. We got to go to the other side, but I would rather go down to ground level and hope there's someone down here to beat up. Thankfully, this was just sneak up and start, not sneak up and KO. Still got to try and get 3 more wins tonight if we want a decent multiplier. Is there time for that? Oh, there's a guy. Energy ball, please? Or shadow ball? Energy ball, that would be a good move. That Altaria was remarkably hard to hit. Didn't help that my Chandelure just sat there not using its move for a bit. Try. Can definitely get 19 wins. If I can find one more person in time, we'll get 20. Show me a trainer. I see a trainer. Show me a sneaky start. Alright, we're getting 20 wins. We are absolutely not getting 30 wins. That much I can say for 100% certain. That Perish Song Absol sure perished fast. Didn't realize they buffed Perish Song that much. Ooh, I'll take some free prize medals. And now for a Pokemon Center. And you know what? I feel like doing one quick check. One loop to see if I can get an alpha starter that I need. It's not looking good so far. No Bulbasaur here. But how about a Charmander? I do need an alpha Charmander. That's a Tepig. And that's not a Charmander. So nope, not today. And what's in the middle? A Gyarados and a Delibird. Not shiny. Don't care. Yeah, Outlander, I am getting money today. That much is true, and I do appreciate it. And who are we against now? Oh, look, it's Gwyn again. We fought her a few too many times so far, but whatever. What's one more?
Why do I battle in the Z-A Royale? Because I prefer the night.
Okay, but it's daytime right now. Glad I got it before it disappeared. Though if it had disappeared, it would have just been a simple matter of swap to Pyroar before it comes back. I don't like that she got Hypnosis off.
Chandelure, Mega Evolve, and burn it all.
So my non-Mega Chandelure is going to beat your Mega one. How does that feel? I mean, sure, mine's bigger. So in terms of volume after Mega Evolving, I'd say they're about the same.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. And now to go get another Challenger's ticket. Oh good, we've got there again. That is probably my favorite Z-A Royale battle zone. Yeah, this one is terrible. It's mostly rooftops. This one would be okay, but it's still like half rooftop. Oh yeah, here. Hardly any rooftops. Nice and compact, easy to get lots of wins. So, flying type sneak says, do I have flying moves? I mean, I could give someone Aerial Ace. I'm gonna have to remember to get rid of it later. Wait, where's... I know Metagross can learn Aerial Ace. Is Aerial Ace not in the game? Could have sworn it was. Well, maybe I can't do the Flying Moves one without changing my Pokemon. And I'm not going to change my Pokemon. And therefore... I'm just going to burn this Steelix. I feel like that flamethrower should have still hit. Like, yeah, the Aggron was up in the air right when it landed, but... Or right when the... It was in the air when the flamethrower came out. But it landed inside the fire. It should have still taken the hit. Game, I need more cards than this. Yeah, Outlander, I guess they did take Aerial Ace from Metagross specifically. Yet another thing they've taken from Metagross specifically to spite me. I don't know what this game has against Metagross lovers. They make me wait so long. They make me kill the first Beldums I see in the wild. They have a guy catch them right in front of me. And then, to top it all off, Meteor Mash is gone. And Metagross can't learn Aerial Ace? Why do they hate me so much? Ooh, free max revives. Those are great. Chandler, you don't have to use it from over there. That was not the right button to press. Wait, they took Aerial Ace from Charizard? That's just wrong. That other card. I didn't grab it because I was like, oh, I already have 3 cards and I'm about to get one of them complete. Oh. Start 10 battles with dragon moves for 1250 coins. That's a lot of dragon moves for all of the 0 that I've got on my Pokemon right now, but I suppose I could sneak a dragon move in just to take advantage of that. But I can't put it on Metagross. I know for Alligator can get at least one. Probably a good idea to take Outrage, considering confusion means hardly anything in this game. Question is, what do I replace? I guess Ice Fang? Yeah. Yeah, I guess that means we're gonna have... Wait, I still need to do Ice-type Sneaky Starts. Whatever. We'll get the Ice-type Sneaky Starts after the Dragon Sneaky Starts. Though I have a reason every Pokemon that lost Aerial Ace probably did so specifically because of how it functioned in this game. I would expect that it's one of the moves that, like, quickly moves you to a target. Or something to that effect. Like, they probably just wanted to take a gap closer away from certain powerful Pokemon that would be a little bit busted if they had a gap closer like that. Have bug type moves to land hits with, so not that one. Yeah, I think all confusion can really do in this game is potentially prevent you from moving out of the area of effect of something before it hits. Because, like, yeah, it makes your Pokemon walk around kind of weird sometimes. Oh, boy. Why is everything a sneak up? I need to do 12 more sneaky starts if I want to finish all of these. Really? 10 opponents with poison moves. I can give that a shot. I'm gonna need to put poison moves on somebody. I don't think Metagross learns Poison Jab. Learns Sludge Bomb, but it's not a special attacker. Not even close. And considering we need KOs, putting it on a non-special attacker isn't exactly going to help too much. Do I have anyone who learns poison moves that match their attacking preference? The answer appears to be no. So literally, Metagross Sludge Bomb is my only option for poison moves without changing the Pokemon on my team, and if I change the Pokemon on my team, we're going to be losing like 20 plus levels. So I guess we're going to have a Sludge Bomb Metagross for a bit. And of course, the first thing we encounter after putting Sludge Bomb on our Metagross is something that resists it. That Sharpedo is trying its best to take itself down. Ooh, there's an opponent to knock out with a poison-type move. And we can, I think, still count as a Dragon-type sneaky start. Yep. Did no damage, but that was a sneaky start with a dragon move. Oh, right, yeah, Gardevoir is kind of specially defensive. And yes, that Dragon-type sneaky start that did 0 damage still counted as a Dragon-type sneaky start. Well, dang, that would have been nice to have if I had a slot for it, but you know what? It does save us 2 sneaky starts versus, well, it saves us, yeah. It will save us 2 sneaky starts in the long run because we can do this while also getting the dragon sneaky starts. So I won't have to do ice sneaky starts after I am done with the dragon ones. Come on. There was a light post between us. Glad that Iron Head didn't get the KO. Ma'am, let me target your Rose Raid. Hoping that Ice Punch wouldn't get the KO, but Metagross is a physical attacker. I believe Audino is more specially bulky. Sir, where's your Pokemon? Often that you get to do a Dragon Sneaky Start and a Poison KO on the same Pokemon. Was kind of hoping the Iron Head wouldn't KO, but whatever. It's a bee! Turn around, sir. Turn around or approach. I don't really care which one at this point. Bring your bee to me. Got a couple more poison KOs there. Well, we're definitely not getting a poison KO on that. But we are getting a Dragon Sneaky Start. poison KO to go. Very sneaky starts, you say. And now we are done with poison moves. Good riddance, I say. Would have been nice if Gardevoir could have learned Sludge Bomb. Get Earthquake back. Knock out unaware opponents, and do. It's a shame my overage points don't get applied to my next ticket. This is the most medals we've gotten in one night so far. It's a shame it's probably not going to be also the most wins we've gotten in one night. Oh, it's Explosion Lady. So, Mega Glalie. It looks the way it does because Mega Evolution and the forces behind it broke its jaw. Dislocated it, whatever. Whatever it did. It did bad things to its jaw. How does it use Crunch? I doubt we're gonna get to 30 wins tonight. Not when we're already at it's almost daybreak. What are you doing? I hate how special moves get targeted in this game. It's so bad. Because they get targeted so that your Pokemon has to go to a spot that's a little bit in front of where you were standing before they use them. Instead of, like, just being content to use them from where they are. Or anything else that would make sense. No, they gotta go to slightly in front of where you were standing before they use them. Yeah, I think what this game really needed was a way to direct Pokemon to move that is separate from the way to direct them to use attacks. Well, so much for that. And that's the night over. We're almost a Poké-Dollar millionaire. Like, maybe give us a modifier button where, when held, it allows us to use the stick to move our Pokemon instead of us. Or maybe lets us use the right stick to move our Pokemon, while still letting us use the left stick to move us. Like, maybe holding L. I know holding L is the recenter the camera button. Though holding it does nothing. Pressing L is the recenter the camera button. But, like, ZL to... Actually, yeah, let us use the right stick while using ZL. Because ZL is our lock on to target button, so the camera no longer has any effect whatsoever. Because we're locked onto our target. So yeah, while we're holding ZL, make it so that using the right stick moves our Pokemon directly. That would be so much more useful. And then have special moves, instead of being used from slightly in front of where you were standing, have them be used from wherever the heck your Pokemon is, or whatever the closest place to their opponent, there to where they can reach their opponent is. Like, that would make battles so much more pleasant. Oh hey, it's Laban. Infinite Z-A Royale is great. It helps me forget about Lady Jacinth. Bold move, having a Garchomp use Swords Dance in front of a Gardevoir. Time for a secret weapon, Mega Evolve, so we can drag this kid, Dragalge. Got a little worried when it protected against that first psychic, but...
Battling you makes me remember how sharp my skills used to be back before I met Jacinth.
As in, you think I'm as good as you were, or you think that, battling me reminds you of how good you were and you wish you were that good so you could even come close to beating me? Because, like, I'm pretty sure I'm better than you used to be. Ooh, that's a bad battle zone. I don't want that one. Though, actually, that one might not be so bad. Because it has enough rooftops that you can probably just stick to them instead of sticking to the floor. Whereas this one here is like half roof, half floor, and probably annoying to get between. This is mostly roof, but it's not all contiguous or anything. Yeah, I think this might be the best one tonight. Because it's a little more than half roof, and you can reach most of the rooftop places without leaving the roof. Land a bunch of hits with grass moves, okay. I would like to get that card before starting this battle. This trainer might have other ideas about that. I hate how special moves get targeted. I also don't exactly appreciate that my Chandelure couldn't fit through the door. I don't know how she didn't see me, but okay. I don't believe we're gonna get the burn opposing Pokemon one unless I swap in Will-O-Wisp, which for only 30 coins I'm kind of reluctant to do. Glad Houndoom can't have Flash Fire in this game. And since we just need to land hits with grass moves and their efficacy is irrelevant, that's why I used a grass move on the Houndoom. Super effective ghost-type moves. Oh boy. Hopefully we find things that ghost-type moves are super effective against, instead of resisted by. Cool. Love getting outranged. Get that Noivern out of the wall. And we can grab this to replace our burn Pokemon. Alright, so 3 super effective ghost moves now gets us another mission complete. Oh, this is this area. Ew. Yeah, this scaffolding is the only way to get between the floor and the roof. Which is not ideal. Gotta make sure my Chandelure stays conscious, because it's the only Pokemon I have with grass moves. I could put a grass move on Gardevoir, but I will take that cup of coffee straight to my Chandelure. I don't want to bother changing moves if I don't have to. I already have Energy Ball on this set because it provides decent coverage. Not perfect coverage, but decent. How many points is that? 50. Man. I suppose now we just try to stick to the roof as best we can. Didn't even get to hit with the grass move because the bush ate it. Someone needs to tell this Scizor that Chandelure's a special attacker. Using Iron Defense in front of a special attacking fire type when you are a Scizor. It's not gonna end well. There's a trainer up there. There's probably also a trainer up here. There sure is. I'm glad I don't need sneaky starts. Cool, the Venusaur occupied the space that Chandelure wanted to be, so it had to wait until it timed out before it could use its Energy Ball. I hate how special move targeting works. Nice late detect there. Kid says he took Haunter off his team. His team only had 2 Pokemon on it. Why'd he take anything off it? I don't know that I'm going to be using fighting type moves anytime soon, but I'll take the card. Actually, this is a Pokemon Center lady. They often have things weak to fighting. That's not. But I spy super effective ghost move. Let's just get this energy ball on out. And now a super effective ghost move. Did it kill itself with Head Slash? Because my Shadow Ball sure didn't touch it. Or Head Smash. Yeah. Head Slash would be an interesting move. But then again, there are Pokemon who could use it just fine. King Gambit comes to mind. Yep, we didn't get the super effective ghost move because the Aegislash knocked itself out. What a jerk. Why did I heal my Chandelure when this lady would have done it for me for free? I spy a super effective ghost move to use. I'm going to use it instead of opening with a grass move because I feel like that Meowstic would have gotten KO'd by by Energy Ball. Ooh, double Meowstics. Double super effective Shadow Balls. Alright, what card you got? Is it a good one? You know what? Yes, it is. Okay, good. There is another trainer not too far away. Yeah, Outlander, I'm also a decent fan of Mega Mawile. I'm glad it's back too. Why do I even still have Confuse Ray on this thing? And also nice is that they buffed Mawile's attack stat by approximately 50% for this game so that it would be viable even without its huge power ability. Imagine if they brought back Mega Mawile in a game with no abilities and did not buff its attack stat, and we were just left with Mawile's base attack stat. That would have been so sad. Just kind of wish we could avoid that Zap Cannon, but oh well. I believe that's us done using grass moves specifically. Ice type sneaky start singular. That's another challenger ticket obtained, so now we're just in it for the money. I could speed things up a lot if I didn't care about the money. But I kind of care about the money. Because I do want to... Why do I still have Confuse Ray? I do want to eventually buy all of the clothing that there is to buy in this game. Hello, super effective ghost move. If I want to buy all the clothing there is to buy, it's going to take a lot of money. And then once I'm done buying clothing, I want to get shiny fossils. I would love to have a shiny Alpha Tyrantrum. I love the blue on Tyrantrum. It looks great. And alpha Pokemon are just better because who doesn't like large? So if I were to have large Tyrannosaur in blue, what's not to like? Though unfortunately, there is nothing that can influence the shiny or alpha odds on fossil revivals in this game. It's, as far as we're aware, a 1% chance to get an alpha, and it's the full odds 1 in 4096 for a shiny, which means 1 in 409,600 is the chances of getting a shiny alpha Tyrunt from a fossil. It's not exactly high. There are, in fact, more common events in this game than that. But I would love to have them. I'm just not going to go out of my way to get one. Or I'm not going to, like, dedicate my life to getting one, rather. It's going to be one of those, once I have nothing else to spend money on, yes, I will buy those fossils in hopes that I get a shiny alpha. But I'm not going to, like, do constant resetting just to get it. Maybe I'll do, like, get up however many fossils it takes to let it run with a turbo controller all night. And then just every night try. I don't know how many fossils that would take. Honestly, I probably couldn't get enough fossils to make it run all night because most items cap at 999 or 999. Most are just 99. And even 999 fossils with a turbo controller, I don't think that would last the 7 hours that I sleep every night. That lady's got a Metagross. I like her style. Ain't nobody here, just a wild for alligator. This whole cooldown for Outrage to come back. And either way, Shiny Alpha Tyrantrum is a longer-term goal than Shiny Alpha Metagross. Because A, it doesn't rely on a bug, and B, Tyrantrum isn't as important as Metagross. I know a trainer in Galar who this guy, or not in Galar, in Paldea, who this guy would get along with. I guess she was in Galar at one point. And her dad lives in Galar. Land hits with a Mega Evolved Pokemon. Can do. I don't know why I was thinking that I could escape her notice by getting next to that thing, but whatever. I need to get one more win stat. And it'll probably be faster if I jump off the roof than if I try to find it up top after climbing a ladder. There you are. Come here, spot me. I don't need it to be sneaky. I just need it to be a battle. I see my Gardevoir is in prison. Thankfully, not only is she safe there, she can freely use Thunderbolt and Psychic. Because they do not care about walls, they just hit their target. So we at least got to the 2.5 times multiplier before the sunrise. Oh boy, over $1 million Poké Dollars. Which now shows that we can, in fact, have over $1 million Poké Dollars at once. I recall a point in the story where we were wondering if that was possible. But it is. There are Pokemon games where it was not possible, but this ain't one of them. And back to Quasartico for another reward match. Wonder who it's going to be this time. Oh look, it's Naveen. A battle seems like the most fitting way to show how grateful I am to you, don't you think? Does it? My understanding is that you design clothes that even the hoity-toity fashion place thinks are competition, so like, I think the best way to repay me would be to give me a nice fit, huh? Man, for a guy who was nervous every time he had to deal with ghosts, Naveen sure does have a team that's like half ghosts. Alright, Scrafty, let's wield your Mega Evolve power to the maximum. Since you won, I'll admit it. I'm really happy that we're both on Team MZ. You know, I think I've got one issue with Mega Scrafty. Scraggy and Scrafty had to use their hands to hold up their pants, and that's why they only use kicks. Mega Scrafty doesn't look like he needs to hold his pants up anymore. Now he's just got his hands in his pockets, and he refuses to take them out, and that's why he only uses kicks. It's just, it's not the same. Like, yeah, it's a neat aesthetic and pose and whatnot. Like, oh yeah, he's fighting with his hands in his pockets the whole time, but the fact that they don't have to be there kind of detracts from it a little bit. Oh boy, we got this place again. Knock out opponents with grass moves. It's going to be hard against a Victory Bell. It's also not exactly going to be easy against Lucario. But whatever. I guess it will be easy against Lucario. Me done doing knockouts with grass moves. I meant to hit plus instead of clicking the right stick, but you know what? We'll take it. These are still plus moves. Fighting type moves, you say. And sneak up before opponent's spot, yeah. Then let us use a plus brick break from stealth. I love when I can get progress on all three things at once. Again with the dodging, even though you landed in the fire. I feel like Flamethrower needs to have a persistent hitbox. The fact that it only does damage the instant it comes out is kind of lame and ridiculous. Because, yeah, it kind of sticks around for a while. The animation does, at least. have enough money for now that I think I am going to just end each night once I get to the point requirement for a ticket. Because otherwise we're only going to get like 1 or 2 more reward matches this stream. Whereas if I end each night the moment I get a ticket, there's a chance that we could get 3 or 4. Type moves to land hits with, and I don't know that I'm gonna get a fairy type KO on Metagross. I do like your Metagross, man. More people should have them. Glad I don't need sneaky starts. Though that sludge wave wasn't exactly helpful. Try and KO this Steelix with a fairy move. Especially because I didn't even need to try. Needing 50,000 points each night is kind of rough. Poison opposing Pokemon is just straight up not gonna happen. Super effective Steel-type moves, on the other hand, might happen. Depends on what we end up facing off against. I definitely have Steel moves to use. But if they cannot be super effective, then they cannot be super effective. Flare sucks. I think the best use of their Chandelure is getting a heal block off against a Metagross. Literally both of your stabs are super effective. Use one. Excuse me, Metagross, I said Earthquake? Why did it start going that way? Hello, super effective Steel-type moves. That was a very quiet Gardevoir. Also a little bit invisible, but usually even when they're invisible, they still make a cry. Ooh, 3 super effective Steel-type moves and 1 trainer. Don't mind if I do. Alright, next battle is going to be our last one for the night. Before we sit on a bench and go get our points. Not our points, our reward battle. Not allowed to sit on benches inside these zones, apparently. What kind of fashion makeover are you gonna give me? Is it gonna suck? I mean, it's not bad. I don't think the vest really goes that well with the rest. Like, it's nice having a different color, but it's maybe a little too different. Also, I don't like that you forced sunglasses onto me. And therefore, we're going back to normal. Also, out of curiosity. Oh boy, I'm more than 40% there. Just need 561 more trainer battles. Oh, now it's Y Lady. Why are we facing off against her after X Kid? Let's get this over with. Hypnosis got off. Metagross ain't the best choice for a Slowbro anyway. I won't end this that quickly. Won't you? That Vivion's not gonna stop me. I think I'll go take a lap around Lumios to blow off some stress from this loss. Alright. Looking at the time, I was hoping I'd be able to do 3 or 4 more reward matches, but I'm only going to have time to do the 1. That's unfortunate. But we can do 1 more. So yeah, we'll get 1 more reward match in today. And then we'll have to do more of them some other day, probably Tuesday. Where do we have? This is a terrible place. This is okay-ish. And this is terrible. All right. Okay-ish is the best we got. Sneaky starts. Poor Scizor never stood a chance. A very quiet Aggron. Well, that's not going to be a sneaky start. Amazing how across 3 trainers so far we have seen 2 Scizors. That's a big Bergmite. But it's not shiny, so I don't need it. And this guy should have a card for us. Hopefully one that gives a bunch of points without too much effort. Eh, 200 for for 3 sneaky starts isn't the worst. Knock out opponents with rock type moves. Okay, for that. Yeah, I am usually resistant to swapping moves, but when I can put Rock Slide on Metagross, it's not the worst. I said resistant when really reluctant would be more the correct term. Well, we hit the trainer with the Rock Slide. Yeah, Outlander, it would be absolute comedy to use Gigaton Hammer Sneaky Strikes, but alas. honestly, what they should do is give Metagross Gigaton Hammer to make up for taking away Meteor Mash. Now I don't need any more rock KO, or yeah, no more rock KOs needed, so back to just playing as normal, beating things up. And hits with fire moves, you say. Time to do some Chandelure sneaky starts. Got the KO once Chandelure was willing to actually use the flamethrower because, again, targeting of special moves in this game is terrible. Seriously, my flamethrower actually started. And yet this didn't count as a sneaky start. Because I guess it came out on the frame I got fully detected. Outlander and Calfor, I think we all know the real reason that Tinkaton isn't in this game. There's no Corviknights. Dynamo's out in force tonight. Actually kind of bad for us, considering I just got a high value use electric moves thing. Then again, I do believe we're going to hit our point cap well before I can finish using all those electric moves. Even assuming every Pokemon we fight from now on is not ground type. Yeah, we're gonna get our point cap in just 4 more battles. Whereas it would take 18 more Pokemon to reach our electric moves quota. So yeah, we're not getting the electric moves quota. Right, I haven't swapped back to Earthquake yet. Looks like this place is actually pretty decent because you can just mostly make a circuit around the middle and the trainers respawn often enough that you can just, yeah, keep that going. I will take your prize medals. Just because I'm stopping when I hit my point quota doesn't mean that I have to throw away free money. Why they didn't give her a Mega Alakazam. Big ice cream. But not shiny, so I do not need. Also, dang, I guess the respawns are not quite as fast as I would like them to be. Scaffolding to get to the roof. Looks like I have to go up to the scaffolding to get to the roof. Actually, no. No. Because there's a space back here. Nope, never mind. Okay, we really do have to go up. Was hoping that we could get our last battle without it. Oh, we can. Good. Because if I'm quite honest, I don't want to have to climb the scaffolding just for the last battle of the night. It is convenient that our last battle was a Pokemon Center lady, so that we can get our Pokemon healed right away without needing to warp to specifically a Pokemon Center. Though I will still need to go sit on a bench if I want to get my money. Is it a lot of money? No. But it's more than nothing. Alright, last reward battle of the stream, and thus last thing of the stream. Coming right up. Who we got? Ah, it's Wintawo. Or Rintaro, the waiter, which does have a W, and therefore he is the last guy before they completely ruined the thing they had going on. Anyway, he wants to make Restaurant Lenon to a 3-star restaurant. You'll see, whatever. It's harder to remember to read the dialogue for these characters who are basically no more than generic NPCs. And there it is, the worst aesthetics of any of the elemental monsters. I do not care for Simisear one bit. Simipour is not much better, but it is... Actually, it is quite a lot better. It's just not quite to where I would consider something being good looking.
The sorrow of reaching the last course in a meal, the fear of being down to your last Pokemon.
Yeah, hey, at least Espeon's an interesting last Pokemon. It's gonna protect.
The harmonious flavors of my Pokemon were so perfect, and yet...
Incidentally, this is the first trainer that we've encountered who had an Espeon or an Umbreon. Because literally, until I evolved my Alpha Eevees that I got earlier today, I didn't even... Or no, it was last night that I got them. Either way, well, I guess it was technically earlier today. It was in the wee hours of the morning, but still. Until then, I didn't even have Espeon and Umbreon as seen in my decks. But hey, 10 reward matches complete. And that's going to be it for this stream. Thanks, folks, for dropping by to watch and chat and all that. I will be back on Tuesday with another Challenger's ticket. And we're going to get at least 5 more reward matches done. Hopefully 10, because as far as I've heard, 20 is the last one that has anything specific. So yeah. See you Tuesday, friends.